They walked up on him, they beat the hell out of him with the pistol, and they shot him in the back of the head. Executed him, plain and simple.
New information tonight. We now know the kind of guns the Devils Lake Police Department carries following a controversial fatal shooting back in July. Daniel Fuller was shot by Brandon Potts, a Devils Lake detective.
Valley News Live has learned that the department carries issued .40 caliber Glocks. The family claims Fuller was pistol whipped several times by Detective Potts and that a struggle broke out between Potts and Fuller, ending in what police say was the accidental discharge of Potts' weapon, ultimately killing Fuller.
Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth went to a local gun shop to find out about the likelihood of an accidental discharge.
According to the autopsy report, Daniel Fuller was shot in the back of the head at close range. Detective Brandon Potts claims it was an accidental discharge, but a local gun shop says there's a lot of safety features on Glocks to prevent the weapon from discharging accidentally.
They have a few different safety mechanisms to mitigate chances of the firearm discharging. One of them is the trigger bar and the safety. The other is that the way that a Glock acts is it actually cocks the firing pin, the striker, as you pull the trigger.
Spooner says these safety features make it less likely to fire if it's dropped or banged against something.
A gun should be able to be dropped, I believe about 12 feet is what the standard test is for the military and law enforcement, and not discharge when it hits the ground.
Spooner also says guns are manufactured to not shoot unless you pull the trigger.
There's many different ways that manufacturers have went around things to try and make the firearms as safe as possible because nobody wants an accidental discharge.
But he adds that a firearm could accidentally discharge if it's malfunctioning or if the weapon is old. In Fargo, Maddie Gelseth, Valley News Live.
Detective Potts is still on administrative paid leave. Stick with Valley News Live as we continue to follow this ongoing investigation.